Hello again. Jeff here with just a few thoughts. I put up the video a couple of days ago about being banned from the VFW for speaking the truth and talking about how men and women in uniform that serve the country and all are actually pawns in a criminal organization that they don't understand. But what I found because of this is it draws in this question. It made me go back and look at the question of service, military service, service to God and country is what they always, the mantra. So what does that mean? What does that mean? And so if we look back in history, let's just take the Vietnam War, for example. We can anybody that a couple of keystrokes and all can find out that the Vietnam War was started with a false flag event to try to get us in, and called it the Gulf of Tonkin incident. Look it up. And we came in after the French. This is when America was becoming the empire. And the interesting facts about Vietnam, all the trucks that were being shipped in from Russia and all were all Ford trucks. The harbor at Haiphong, that was the only deep water harbor North Vietnam has. Only one. That was off limits. We could not bomb Haiphong Harbor. That would have ended the war immediately because nothing could get in. They'd have to come over the mountains or through rail, or that was the major supply route. But no, we couldn't bomb that. Who won? Nobody won. Yeah, everybody won. Everybody that supplied anything to it. And you know what it was? It was built on debt. Built on American debt. Debt of future generations. Now, what do we fight it for? What do we get from Vietnam? Maybe some flowery shirts? I don't know. I don't know what Vietnam... But what about Korea? What were we fighting for though? Again, Ford trucks. What are we fighting for? How many people died in Korea? Vietnam, Korea, it doesn't matter. It's all rich man's game. But when I bring it up, great day, service. So who are you serving? Who are you serving? Your country calls. Country calls. Well, that's your government, correct? Look at all them. Johnson, Vietnam. Of course, Kennedy was starting to get us in there, and some people say that he was trying to get us out. That's why he was killed. Who knows? There's multiple reasons why Kennedy was killed, but we're not going to go into that today. We're going into this service thing, this obedient servants. No matter what you sign on the dotted line, and it doesn't matter who they tell you to go kill. How that's honorable. The mafia had an honor system. Don't betray the family. Do what the family says. Same thing. What's the difference? But we don't want to talk about that. What are we doing in Iran? I mean, well, we'll be there soon enough. What are we doing in Iraq? What are we doing in Afghanistan? Now, Afghanistan in particular is a cool place. Got the highest production of opium on the planet. Especially since we got there. It was an 1,800% increase or some crazy thing. What are we there for? We there for the minerals? We there for pipelines? Or we there to fight the terrorists? You know we fund them. We fund all the terrorist organizations. Have for years. You don't believe that? A couple of keystrokes already documented. It's coming out right now. More. Is it Bulgaria? I think they shipped it through. You know, plausible deniability and all. No, we've been bamboozled. We've been fooled. All of us. Especially the military people who serve the country. Serve God. Serve God and country. As if God sent an email to the president and blah. Come on, people. What is service? Service to what? What do you serve? I don't know. It's just a few thoughts. I know there'll be some that disagree. And that's fine. That's fine. At least we start the conversation. And maybe that's the thing. You see, getting banned from the VFW may have started a conversation. Maybe some people will wake up. Most won't. Most will stay in denial. It's easier that way. Every war that's been fought, at least since World War II, is going to be paid for by generations after generations after generations. So everything you did overseas, your paycheck that got sent home, all that is rotating around in the debt cycle, never being paid for, ever increasing interest. But thank you for your service. Your kids and your grandkids and their grandkids. Thank you for your service. It's time to wake up, boys. We've been duped. We've been lied to. And now we're sending our kids and our grandkids. Did you know we've been in Afghanistan 16 years. 16 years now. 2 years. 2 years. The children born in 2001 will be going to war. Guess what? In just a couple of years, a year, 6 months after that, you'll be able to sign them up at the VFW. And their kids, and their kids, and their grandkids will have to pay for it. We've been had, boys. We've been had by a criminal organization. It's time to wake up. Jeff Maddox, comments below. Till next time.